And these are all the things you need to know for shopping online if you want to save money, if you don't want to return the item, and if you just want to be better at shopping online altogether. For 6 years, I had a shopping addiction. Not only that, I had my own store online and would resell those items that I did shop if I didn't wear them for very long or if I didn't want them anymore because I was a really bad shopper and made a lot of mistakes. Along with that, I also found a lot of people's complaints because they had to review me on that store. It made me understand people's mentality when it came to shopping and what they were looking for. Read the return policy beforehand. I know of a very scandalous situation that Fashion Nova had because they didn't make it clear in their return policy that they don't accept returns. They only give exchange for store credit or do exchanges. Store credit totally sucks and exchanges suck equally because sometimes you just don't like an item. Sometimes you see it in person and you're like, I wouldn't have bought this if I saw this in person. That happens to me all the time where I would do a lot less shopping if I just shopped in person. That's not always gonna happen. So be sure to read the return policy if they do have a return policy online because sometimes this just happens, or if they're not in the same country, it might be a bit more difficult, which also brings me to the next rule. Read the shipping policy. Sometimes there are really beautiful items that are, say, custom made or something along those lines. I will want to purchase those items and then all of a sudden it's 2 months later and I haven't received the item because I haven't checked online what the shipping policy is. That happens if they didn't send you like a tracking. You can email them and say, I haven't received my parcel. I don't know what's going on. They might possibly respond with, here's our FAQ to the shipping policy of what we normally do. That's totally solvable. However, if they do not have that, then it's probably a scammy store. Just a heads up. But just read the shipping policy ahead of time because sometimes places might take 2 to 3 weeks because they need to source materials. You just want to be prepared. Okay, this is something like a lot of left brain people do. Cost per wear. A lot of people do this. So say for example, I live in Los Angeles and I'm wearing a jacket and I'm already sweating and it's autumn. Say like if I bought a puffer jacket, if I go an hour out into the mountains where it snows all the time, then it makes sense. An hour there is the beach, and then an hour there is a farm, and then an hour up there is desert. I in Los Angeles will not be wearing a puffer jacket like ever, and the most probably like once if I'm outside, if I'm really like going for an adventure. So say the most I will wear, I don't know, 10 times. So 10 times, that means $10 per wear if it's a $100 puffer jacket, or if it's one time that I wear, it's $100 per wear. But if I live in San Francisco where it freezes in the summer, I will wear it every single day, 365 days a year, so it'll be like 27 cents per wear. And it makes a lot more sense to wear a puffer jacket if you understand what you're spending, if you understand what you're using the item for, and all the logistics and the economics into that garment. I personally don't shop like that. I just ask myself this next question and if it matches my style. I know a lot of people who have a bunch of the same colored clothes so that they don't have to think when they dress up and it takes them 2 seconds, which I think is brilliant. I sort of have this. So like with my capsule wardrobe, I definitely have it. Like most of the items are white. It'll match no matter the color, if it's black, if it's brown, if it's colored, if it's like colorful with primary colors, secondary colors, tertiary colors, it'll match because I made the careful decision of wearing white. And don't have wishful thinking. This goes for anything in life. I get it if you're a person who has goals and reverse engineer your goals and work toward them carefully to achieve them, and you have that kind of wishful thinking. I'm talking about the wishful thinking where like you're dating someone and you want them to change, but it's not gonna happen, but you still live with it. You're eventually gonna leave this person and not be happy. So don't have wishful thinking with your clothes either. Don't think like, oh, I want to fit in this one day. I had a dress that was so beautiful, but I couldn't wear it because it didn't fit me properly, which is crazy. Why would you do that to yourself? Because there will be another dress that is cuter, that fits you better, and that flatters you. And if you're wearing the thing that flatters you, that 100 times out of 10 will look better than the thing that, oh, it's just trendy and cute, everybody's gonna like it when I wear it, and I like it when I wear it. I don't feel good when I wear it because it doesn't flatter me and the sizing is off. Like, I'm uncomfortable. You can't live your life like that. So don't have wishful thinking for something that you think you're gonna wear or that you want to wear. You might even just have something that fits your style, but it's just like a color that doesn't make you feel or look good. How to do this? I just put a basic like list of criteria together. Here are the things to consider: is body type. This can go down to your sizing. This can go down to what like your actual shape is. You can also have color scheme. What is your color palette that you look the best in? I create multiple palettes for myself. Sometimes my melanin just changes. Genetics. The next thing is attitude or mood. So I am a person who dresses by my mood. Most people do. You dress well, or if you dress feeling good for your mood, that really contributes to your style, to your general attitude or mood that you want to tend to be. So I personally like to wear a lot of color because it makes me feel good and happy and smiley. That's just my personal attitude that I aspire to be every single day, is some sort of productive with color that makes me happy, because if I wear black, I just feel so bummed out. I used to wear black all the time. Next thing is to consider is your height, because your proportions will be like not just your body type, but your height can affect a lot. My height has destroyed a lot of ability for me to wear a lot of cute clothes. This can sometimes be changed with heels, of course, with shoes. If you are tall, want to opt out for like letting out your jackets or whatever it may be. So that's something to consider. Another thing is your job and your lifestyle. Say like you're like me, I'm constantly trying to dress feminine because I love feminine energy. It just makes me feel good. It just flows. It's relaxed. Or masculine energy is like, go, go, go. Let's do this. Let's get all this done. That's what I mean by feminine energy. My job is at home, but I still like to dress up. I was the only person during the uncertain times of 2020. I still dress up. I actually do dress for myself more. A lot of people say they dress for themselves. A lot of stores went out of business because nobody was shopping and everybody was just shopping for loungewear. Also consider like if your job is, if you work in an office, make sure that you are dressing appropriately for your work. Like I used to work at an office, and the way that I would mix things up, if I was wearing masculine silhouettes, I will make them as feminine as possible by using color and texture. So I would wear like a hot pink blazer. Also dress for your lifestyle. So if you're a person who likes to garden, I love gardening, and I will be outside barefoot in like this kind of a sundress. Well, it's like just a very basic, like simple spaghetti dress. I will just like remove this jacket and wear a huge hat, dig my hands into the soil. Consider your lifestyle, if the clothes will actually fit into your life so that you can use it, so you're not wasting money. Ask yourself, how are you gonna use this item to make sure that you actually use it for a long time? Hey femme founders, I have tons of petite fashion hauls coming up. A sweater haul, feminine jacket haul for autumn, and very, very feminine long winter coat haul, just to name a few. So subscribe to stay updated on those. Be sure to check out my 30 days of beauty series. This is where I try out beauty products for 30 days, sometimes even up to 4 years, and make sure that the cost is somewhat equitable to its performance. If there's a beauty product that you want me to try out before you buy it, let me know in the comments below. And thank you so much for watching. I'll see you later.